He's the dragon you love to hate. Hi, I'm Rebecca Brayton and welcome to WatchMojo.com. And today we're speaking with entrepreneur Kevin O'Leary. Explain to us what you think makes a good entrepreneur.
Communication skills, it turns out, are paramount. The ability to actually articulate what your idea is in a very short period of time is number one. Number two, and this is far, in some ways, more complicated to explain, but just because you have a good idea doesn't mean you're going to make money. There's a difference between a good idea and someone who can execute the business plan. So you spend the next 5 minutes of a presentation explaining why you're the right person to actually execute the plan. And this is far more complicated because you get peppered with a whole series of questions in any presentation that you're trying to raise money for, whether it's on Dragon's Den, Shark Tank, or out somewhere else.
How much of your own money have you put into this business?
I put $50,000 of my own money, and I haven't taken a salary out of this company in a year and a half.
Crimea River.
You have to go through that gauntlet to prove that you're the right person or your team are the right people. And if those two things come together, then the magic starts. That's when a team or a person starts to sizzle like an isotope because clearly they become a leader. It's clear that they're different than everybody else. Not only can they articulate their idea, they can actually convince you they can execute it. That's the kind of entrepreneur I want to finance.
Do you think that emotions should have no place in business?
Not when you're judging a business for its financial merits, because at the end of the day, money is different than anything else in life. There's no gray. You either make money or you lose it. I'm not trying to make friends, I'm trying to make money. I say that all the time. People say to me, what about love? And I say, try love without money.
Now, I've seen you say that being an employee never has a good outcome. Would you like to elaborate on that?
A really good employee ends up with equity because they're so invaluable you don't want to lose them. And that's the right way to look at it. They're either partners or they're costs. So what happens to employees and companies, the minute they're hired, there's somebody in that organization trying to figure out how to fire them. That's what's going on. That's what happens in all companies because they're costing money for the shareholders. And I think you have to be realistic. So if you're an employee, you have to make sure you get up every morning and create value in the business you're in or you're going to get fired.
In terms of choosing a team, I mean, how would you go about choosing the right team?
Many people will come and go. You'll lose a third of your employees because the culture is just being formed. And it becomes very obvious very quickly which people don't fit in the culture that's getting the critical mass. I mean, you create a company, it's got a culture, and those that don't fit, you should get rid of them. Even if it's your mother, you got to fire her.
What are Kevin O'Leary's secrets to success and/or business ethics?
The government provides regulations and laws under which everybody has to play. So those are like the rules of a football game. Everybody has to abide by them. That's a given. Now, when it comes to winning in business, I like to be very competitive. I like to pour boiling oil over my competitors and think every day, how can I kill them? Because that is the war of business. Ultimately, I want my shareholders to make more money than my competitors. And that's very healthy. So I think the DNA of a business has to be, how do you make money? How do you spend your time making money for your shareholders? And you're nobody as an entrepreneur until you've made money for somebody else.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.